Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be collaging over these journal cards. I already have the back side done. This side I'm going to be using some of the Tim Holtz paper dolls as you see here. I put that one in a frame. That was fun. And then here I'm just getting some things together. There's a rose there and some dictionary page, black cardstock, and a skull and roses, red roses, for hashtag enjoy red with us. And then I have some little bits and pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera. Then I have the sentiment that I have already backed with black cardstock. I'm going to place it there, kind of maybe there. Just take me a minute to get things where I want them to be. Just playing with the placement and trying to decide if this is where I want it, that's where I want it. I think I'm going to go ahead and make these 3 layers here, this little bitty 3 little pieces that I have going on here. That is going to look really, really cute. Just getting my art glitter glue out so that I can put a little bit of glue on the back of these. Going to go ahead and put the dictionary page down on the black cardstock. I think that will look nice. And I've already inked up around on the dictionary page. Yes, that is going to look really, really cute with the little Tim Holtz paper dolls in the frame on top of those other 2 layers. You can just barely see the dictionary page behind the children there, but I think it looks really, really good. Just deciding how far down and how far to the left that I want this sticker with the awesome looking red roses for hashtag enjoy red with us, which is hosted by Melissa, by Mimi, which is by Mimi with Love, and Annie at Annie Creates. I think I'm going to put it to the far left down in the corner. I think that's going to look good. Really like these red and black roses with these skulls. Just playing around with the placement for the little children there. And I have all these other little bits and pieces of ephemera that I need to ink up. Just a little bit too bright on the colors for the project that I'm working on. So I'm going to ink up around the edges of this one. I think that looks good right there. Just inking them up a little bit. Take off the brightness. I didn't realize how much gloss, how much of a glossy sheen that these Tim Holtz paper dolls have. I realize it's kind of annoying in this video that you see all that glossy instead of the children's faces. But when you hold them up a little bit, just a little bit different of, if you hold them up at a little bit different of an angle, cut that out, then there's not a glare on them at all. So just must be a little bit of a glare. And there's also a little bit of glare on the stickers with the red roses on them. But it looks really good when you have it at just a slight different angle. Must be how I had my lighting. Just playing around with the placement. I want to put all the little bits and pieces of ephemera down first before I actually glue down the children in the frame. So I want that to be the top, on the top, and the main focal point. They're just adorable little kids. They're so cute. Just getting all the little bits and pieces placed. And I'm sure I check and recheck and recheck because I am super OCD. I want to make sure that's where I want it at because I really don't like to get everything together and then realize that is not the placement at all that I like. Yes, hi, my name is Bex. I am super OCD. Grab the wrong inker. I corrected myself though. Yay me. Did a little bit of glue on these because they are really pretty tiny pieces. But I like them. They just fill up an area and they look really, really nice. Looks like I just about have all of my little bitty bits and pieces of ephemera down so I can decide on my final placement of the children in the frame. Almost said children of the corn. Children in the frame. This is going to look really, really good. See, when I pick it up at a certain angle, then you don't see the glare at all. Get my sentiment on there. And all the sentiments are kind of creepy sentiments, so. Of course, you probably already knew that. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Got to get that little red rose on there. Hashtag enjoy red with us. I think it's going to look really great. There, that looks really, really good. I like it. Just going to get me some eyelash trim or some twine, jute cord. Oh, well, let's see. There's another one. It's a little fuzzy yarn type stuff. I really like it. It's kind of creepy looking. What I want to do is attach it to it. So I need to punch a couple of holes at the top. Just measured it for a moment just to see where the middle was at so I would know how far on each side to actually punch the holes. So I'm just getting this poke through those little tiny holes. And you could do this with a regular hole punch. You do not have to have a Crop-A-Dile. And I'm going to tie it up and just put a little dab of glue there just so I don't have to worry about it coming untied. I'm going to tie it again so I'll have a double knot. Just going to see if I want it to hang down or if I want to. I really don't want the children's faces to be covered up. So I think I'm going to put a dab of glue there just so it will hold it up a little higher than the children's faces. And then the ends of it can dangle down still and still be kind of floppy, creepy looking. The draped look. I think that looks really, really cute. I really like that. I'm beginning to do another one now, and it's just showing you how dark it looks with the ink. And this one is, the background is pretty white, and that is not at all the look I want for this, so I am just going to use black and fill in the white areas and go over the red roses just a little bit to darken them up a bit. You could totally skip this step, but I wanted it to be darker and I didn't want the white to show, so that's what I did. I have another one of the journal cards and the back is already done. Essentially all I did on the back was just use some of the Tim Holtz old paper ink on it to make it look aged. I'm going to do the same thing here with the dictionary page. Put it on top of the black cardstock. And the dictionary page is already inked up with black ink around the edges. Just checking the placement to see, do I want it under the Red Roses sticker? I have a couple more of the little Tim Holtz paper doll. I think they look really creepy. I like them. Gonna have to work on that glare. Got a little red rose for this one also, and a key. I love keys, antique keys, skeleton keys, any kind of keys. I just really like keys. I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece of paper with the little border. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down first, and then start building the whole entire little project. Just adding some glue to the black cardstock so I can place that on top of the paper with a little border. Just continuing to play with the placement. See where I want the little, my creepy little Tim Holtz paper dolls. I'm going to go ahead and put that little red rose on there because I know that that's where I want it to go. And get that little backing peeled off. That was fun. It's so tiny. I'm going to get my tweezers out so I can place it where I would like it to be. I got those red roses off of one of those stickers. I cut one of the stickers apart that had a lot of red roses on it. So I would have a little red rose to put on some of them. This is a public school's diploma, I think it is. A miniature one. It's so cute. I just inked it up. Thought that would look cute behind the creepy little kids. I think I'm going to tuck their little feet behind the sticker and add the key on top. They are a little bit smaller than any of the rest of the paper dolls, so I'm going to use my tweezers to hold on to those. Get the glue on there. Go ahead and get them glued down. They're really, really cute. I'm enjoying these Tim Holtz paper dolls. I know I've said that already, but I really am enjoying them. They add a lot to a project. A little bit too light, so I'm going to add some more black ink around the edges of this border. That looks better. Really seems to be, I really seem to be having a tough time trying to get the placement of those two little items, just the sticker and the key. But I would rather get them in the right spot than have to try to peel it off after I've glued it on there. That looks really good. I like that. Just going to hold on to this key because it's going to take a little bit of tedious gluing to get, it's very detailed. Get every teeny tiny little bit of the detail, a little dab of glue on all of it, because I don't want to put it in and out of a pocket or something in a journal and it starts getting ripped apart. Just just smashing a piece of paper over it just to get some of that excess glue. I tend to overglue. Hi, my name is Bex. I'm an overgluer. I think that looks really cute. I like it. This one, deciding, well, I think let's do a bow instead of punching holes and tying it. This is just jute cord, and it was 3 strands, and I tear them apart to just make one strand. It seems to work better, and it holds a bow better. Just messing around with that placement of it. I think it might need to be smaller. Yeah, it needs to be smaller. I'm going to put glue on the back of the jute cord because jute cord just seems to stick better rather than put the glue on top of the journal card first. It just works for me that way. Just working with the placement because I know I want it to kind of go around the edge, like a half border on the top and half border on the side. Just manipulating it to be in the position that I want it to be in. Just put a little dab of glue at the top to make the placement permanent for me. Give it a little bit of a trim so it's not right in the children's eyes. I want their faces to be visible. That's really cute. I like that. I'm going to do the other side the same way. Just a little dab of glue and place it where I want it to be. Hold it for a moment. And there it is. It just stays so wonderfully with art glitter glue. I just need another little dab. It's a lot longer on that side. This one will also need to be trimmed. Just kind of sticks straight out. Just trim it off and it looks great. That one is really, really cute. I like that one. Oops, it looks like I forgot to put the sentiment on it. I'll just fix that right now. I'm going to glue it onto the back of some black cardstock so it will have a nice border around it. Then I'll just trim around it so it will be good to go. Just takes a moment longer to put the black border on it, but it just adds so much to it. I like it. Now we have a sentiment. Just using my tweezers because it is really, really small, thin, long but thin. Makes it easier for the placement and putting glue on it to hold it with the tweezers. Here are all 4 of the journal cards that I created for hashtag Enjoy Red With Us, which is hosted by Melissa at By Mimi With Love and Annie with Annie Creates. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Have a wonderful, crafty day.